This is Tom Elamine, the son of Adam. And today we're going to talk about the Breatharian, the path from corruption to incorruptibility. Corruption and incorruptibility. And when we say this, what we're talking about is longevity / immortality. Because why are we doing this? Why would you eat very little or none at all in the first place? Why would you even think it? Because now we're in an age where we got a lot more information where we know without a shadow of a doubt, he who eat less live longer or have a greater potential to. And we have a preventable disease epidemic that's taking place hands down, and food is the #1 culprit. So therefore, we are safe to say, since we have now manifested breatharians on the planet, and for those of you who don't know who it is, I'm one, right in your face. What that means is, the reason why I'm taking this path is because I know that I don't gotta die. The physical body don't have to die. All the biology is telling you that, but there's something taking place because you were born into it and you think it's normal. But we keep hearing in ancient times that there's a fall of consciousness. What does that mean? And I don't mean you gotta believe it. But there is a scripture that says in the last days that you will see those who will go from corruption into incorruptibility. That means that they're going into physical immortality. Now, when you look at aging, what is aging? Aging is a byproduct of life just from wear and tear on the vehicle. Listen at that. Just for living, there's going to be an aging process because there's an influx of energies, you're living in it, and it's taking place, and you're living in it. And the more you master these influxes of energy through a lifestyle on how to use them, the better your health will be. And one of the greatest things that we learned as humanity, let's just take physical matter for instance. If you do maintenance on a car, on a house, on a plane, it is going to last longer. So same with these physical bodies. If we can figure that out, there's many people who have bettered their health or who have reversed the disease through maintenance on the physical body. That should just come with the territory, because if you're living a life of living, aging will take place just for the simple fact on an influx of energy. You got gravity constantly pulling down on you. You got energy that loves to flow upwards. The body's under all this pressure. And then you got entropy that takes place where everything just keeps falling apart. You're in it. So now let's talk about this corruption. When you're on a breatharian path, there's levels and degrees now. Even those who's in diet changes. One thing I got to get a younger generation, we have more people who are becoming conscious of what they're putting in their body, and my hat's off to you. You're waking up. There's denser foods that will cause a lot of harm with bad colon health and everything else. We know this now, or you should. There's no even debating about this. So now, as soon as you put food into the body, food corrupts the body. It corrupts it. Now what is corruption? That means immediately the body on how it's functioning has just become dishonest. Uh-oh, did I say that? Because the body is already hooked up to nature. Hands down, the human being is part of nature. But why is the human being acting against nature? It's going against nature because it's corrupted. How did it become corrupted? Through its behavior. It don't know no better. You're under another program, just like a computer file that got corrupted. It's not acting at its full capacity. It's dumbed down. It cannot keep up on how it's supposed to be programmed. So therefore, you can't help yourself when you have a corrupted program. And it's hard when you've been born into this because you had an education system. Our parents, our neighborhoods, our family and friends, everybody was corrupted because everybody was eating and told you must be corrupted in order to live. But now, since we're slowly waking up and challenging this now, and we're going from corruption and we're putting it in some new files to become incorruptible. Because again, the body tells the truth. It's already hooked up to the matrix. Every time the sun comes out, it lets off serotonin. Every time the moon comes out, the pineal gland lets off melatonin. The hormones is doing the best they can to what they're supposed to do because you're a biocomputer. But just like any computer, when the files get corrupted, it cannot function at its full capacity. And by your birthright, the body's supposed to continue. It's supposed to continue in the influx and waves of nature because it is nature. On one level, we know this, but on one level, we are acting ignorant to the problem. But not everybody, people waking up now. Now there's some people who are stuck into the corrupted files. And there's nothing you can do about it. The only thing you can do is try to delete that last file and put a new one in. And this is what we call a virus. This isn't far-fetched. A virus, those of you who have computers, it will mess up the whole computer. So when you're talking to people, their emotions, their body is all corrupted. So therefore, it had brought on energy or a reality of death, which is another computer file due to incorruption. So therefore, the reality that's going through the computer is going to be carried out. There's no ifs, buts, ands about it. So as we go and slow up this process, now listen at this. Now I said food corrupts the body. But since you were born in corruption, if you let food alone now, you're going to have problems because the computer, that's all it knows. So this is why there's a process on download slowly to put in a new file. So that's why you take your time as you lighten up the last corruption to bring in the new download or the new file. You can do it, but just take your time. Some files take longer than others to come in. Don't rush it. Just like when you're downloading something, it's at what? 30%. 35%. You're waiting on it. 50%. That's all you got to do is wait. It will get the program. But you must understand that you need a new program to start out with. If you cleave on to that last file that you have, that you need to eat in order to live and all of this stuff, that corrupts the body. Of course you can't fully be up and running and functioning. Again, how do we know this? Because preventable diseases is a pandemic, not an epidemic. It's all across the board on the planet of so-called educated, wealthy nations. There's a corruption going on. And when something is corrupted, it's dishonest, and it will sell you out for personal gain. That's why nature works as the whole. Why ain't humanity working together? It can't, because it's corrupted. It ain't in you. The last file is always looking for income and personal gain. That's all you're looking for. But the more you get this new program in, and the corruption purges itself out, you become back with nature, and your whole movement, how do you know? You start doing things for the whole. That's what the computer file supposed to do. And it will continue forever because nature, the world continues forever. It's been here for a long time. And you can continue to be in it. So again, don't be hard on yourself. But take this message and understand, first of all, you got to understand you have a corrupted file put into you. I don't care if you talk vegetables. I don't care if you talk, whatever you put in your body, you corrupting yourself. This ain't even no debate talking to me. You go talk to somebody else. But slowly, allow the download to come. And then pretty soon, the more that new download come in, don't worry about having a force or a strong willpower, putting yourself down. Why did I do this? The new desire will be put in you from nature. I didn't have to wake up making a choice, should I eat or not? It was already put into me from nature that this is how I'm supposed to function because the incorruption is gone. See, the corrupted file got you going back and forth, making decisions to do evil. This is where it's at now. And we are straight up talking physical immortality. A disease comes forth because the organism is corrupted. It's putting wear and tear on the body. It's not doing no maintenance. Over a period of time, the body's taking all this strain, all this stress. It can't take it no more. Your energy channels is blocked up. This is basic 101. You got to put it together and figure it out. So that the organism, this living, this all it knows how to do is live, could come back to life and go from corruption into incorruption. It won't be corrupted no more. It won't be dishonest. It will do what it's supposed to do and follow, because all the stars up in the sky, there's a, a signal or an indication of it's taking place inside of us. Like the physical physicists say, all the guts of the sun is already in you. That's not far-fetched. We know this, we say these things, but now we got to put it together again. This is why this is self-realization. You got to realize it on your own. Somebody got in one of my groups today. Who here today actually went without eating or drinking? But I asked them the question, why are you asking? Why are you on here? What are you going to do? You just wasting people's time like we supposed to, like this is a reality show. We ain't playing with this. This is not an event. This goes on continually. And you will grow into it and you will get stronger. Just stay on the path. But somebody got to tell you this. Because before you didn't know, and we're into a whole nother generation, because like I'm saying, all things in this system is being challenged. Now somebody just said, well, you're in therapy practice, corrupt the system. If you don't drink nothing will come out. Where your urine coming from? That means your body's rejecting it. You shouldn't even ask the question like that. Think. But it's a therapy. A therapy means, see, it has its basis when you're trying to heal yourself. See, I ain't teaching you how not to eat. First of all, you got to learn how to eat. Didn't I just say? Listen what I'm saying now. If you stop eating now, you're going to have problems. You must slowly lighten up the vehicle so that it can get stronger. Those are therapies. Somebody asked me, do you practice this breathwork technique? You don't need to when the vehicle ain't corrupt no more. Those techniques is to get the computer back online, to go from incorruption to corruption into incorruption. That's people's problems. You find something new, a therapy, wherever it is, and do you make a new God out of it? And the scripture said, don't have no other God before me. The only thing that make you healthy and keep you alive is the source itself. Do I make myself clear? It ain't got nothing to do with your new therapy you that came in or your new technique. The technique is to get you there until it become one and get you back online. When you're back online, you don't need it no more. Stop asking these questions over and over again without thinking. So we got to take this to another level now. See, every generation is the same generation. When one generation didn't get it together, the other generation, that's why they're here to get it together. And as we hear right now, we are supposed to lift each other up and edify one another. Once one makes it to a certain level and degree, that should lead you on to do better. Not get jealous, fight against it, try to trip each other up. That's that corruption again, for personal selfish gain. That's all you know how to do. And you ain't going to gain nowhere but to the grave. Now, this dispensation of time, one thing we know, in your life you're going to see a lot of people die. Nobody's arguing that. This is new just like anything else. But we're going for it. You're smarter than that. This is an insult to human consciousness to not even think like this. Why am I here? Why is the universe here? What am I supposed to be doing? To don't even think on those levels something wrong with you. We shouldn't even talk. You know good as well, if your intestines has got an inner tube around it, you know you don't feel good. I don't care how much you're smiling. You can feel a whole lot better. This isn't no put down now. But we're here to edify each other and set some new role models and set a new pace. And energy is all around us. If a cell phone could pick up some energy, I'm sure you can. And food is just a physical food. It's just a dense energy. You can't understand that? If you can't understand that, don't even be on this channel. Matter of fact, I need people to get off my friends list because there's people that really want to be on. Do us a favor. See, there was a man once said, if I ever do anything to hold y'all back, let me know so I can get rid of myself. That's how you got to be. If you find yourself being a stagnation to everybody who want to go into these things, a full human potential, right, get rid of yourself. Don't let me try to be mean. Do you say I ain't got no love and stuff like that? Serious now. This feels good to be food free. Full of energy. Your thoughts is clear. I was just walking down the street now. I'm in Bangkok. This is my last day, matter of fact. Food all over the place. People getting it. I understand. Dense, too. And I feel so good of where I strive to. And don't want to go back. That's hell. Why is it hell? Because it's corruption. And you know it. Your body start functioning dishonest. You start sleeping later. You get mucus all in you. You start spitting it up. I could go on and on. You get aches and pains. All in your knees. All in your lower back. I already know what's going on with you. So we got to talk about these things. You can get rid of these things when you start staying. And it seemed like a lot of work in the beginning because you're going from corruption into incorruption. You got to get the new file. To become honest again. To become an angel. And that's why they say sell your soul to the devil. What is your soul? See, your soul, you don't have a soul right now. People always say, well, the soul live forever. Well, it live forever. You don't. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Not just saying you have a soul of potential. Just like potential energy. Scientists say you live in a field of potentiality. String theory. It could do all types of things. You must create it. You must discover it. You must bring it forth. But you can't with a corrupted vehicle. So start purging it up slowly. And yes, the brain do need about 500 calories. So you need another energy source. You need to meditate. You need to watch your sexual energy. Now, you can't be throwing orgasms all over the place. And you know good as well that this is part of your energy center, and you blowing the energy all over the place, and you act like you're going to be food free. It ain't going to happen. Bring somebody to me who is. It don't scientifically add up. We ain't trying to make nobody seem wrong. It don't add up. This is energy we're dealing with. This is physics. You got physics going on all into your physical body. Like we said, we could do maintenance on a car, we could do maintenance on a plane, and we could do maintenance on a house, and know it will have better quality just by keeping the upkeep. Same with the human being. Do not tell me that you can't grab a group of human beings and start doing maintenance on them, you won't get better. Same thing. Any animal. So it's time to stop being lazy, using excuses, act like it's just running your genes. No, you've been sharing the same table. It's like in my family. Oh, high blood pressure running the family. Well, I ain't got it. Now, I used to have it when I was sharing the same table. But when I understood, wait a minute, let me start doing some maintenance on my vehicle. Now I'm talking immortality. Supposed to catch no high blood pressure. That's a frequency. That means everything backed up from eating. It corrupted the vehicle. That's where it came from. Eating. Stroke. Eating. Whole body to shut itself off. That's where it came from. I don't even need to be in a science lab to tell you that. I don't need no white coat on. I'm out here under a tree, half naked. That's why I'm the son of Adam. So again, taking this vehicle from being corrupted now, it's going to take a minute. Work on yourself slowly and allow the vehicle, it knows what direction to go. All you got to do is take care of the first 3 chakras. Up above your colon, that's all you got to take care of. The rest of them take care of themselves. So stop going paying people money to activate your third eye. Knowing they activated, you sitting up there with a gut. How I'm supposed to be activated? Energy moves upwards. What are you talking about? That don't even make sense to me. Your skin will improve. Your eyes will get clearer. You know what to do. It's time for some serious maintenance to where it will become part of your lifestyle. And then slowly let up this food, watch your sexual energy, and the energy will automatically rise over a period of time where you will start beginning to sleep less. You got a lot of time on your hands. And then that fear-based frequency will break off. You fearful right now because you're corrupted. What does that mean? You don't trust nobody. You don't trust creation, and you don't even trust yourself because you're corrupted. There's no way in the world you could be. But it goes back to the basics again. We got to look at this thing on our intake. We got to take a look at it. And like I said, you're more smarter than the rest of the animal kingdom. Now, our brain size compared to the ratio of our body, is that it? You got more neurons or more information pathways going through the brain. Even exercises changes the brain. You got a brain because of movement. That's why you got a brain. So start moving. One of the main diseases too is a sedentary lifestyle. So it's time to get up and stop being corrupted. And become part of nature again. Now, I don't mean live a boring life. Actually, you're going to live a good life. All over the place. You can smile again. You can feel your feet. You can feel your hands. You don't feel your hands when you're sitting up there corrupted. Just ate a whole big dinner. You ain't even got me fooled no more. I just be looking at people. Don't you miss this early time? Nope. Actually, I look foolish now. But like I said, as I say these things, I'm talking on levels and degrees. Not putting people down. I was already there. I used to be overweight, doing foolish things till I was corrupted. And the more I purge myself, no breatharian has been come all overnight where I'm at right now. I went from what? Incorruptible Working with the file, kept working to where I'm crystal clear. This is what it feels not to be corrupted. Thank you. I can breathe now. I can see. I'm happy. Now somebody asked me, how could I get out of this corruption? Well, you might have to, after I finish this live, you might have to go back to the beginning. I already told you. It's a slow process. And some people are more corrupted than others, just like some computer files is more corrupted than others. Yeah, it is. And like I said, you're going to see a lot of people die too. Because some files ain't going to be changed. It got too much in it. It ain't going to give it up. But don't worry about nobody else. You just worry about you. What is everybody else? Like I said, when one make it, everybody make it. That's how you got to look at it. It's the oneness again. It's the wholeness. But if we don't talk about these things and challenge it, see, you are the saviors of the world. This is the only way people going to know this. Don't worry about the governments and 6 o'clock news to put this on a broadcast. Well, 6 o'clock news. Won't you go to the doctors? They ain't come looking for me. Well, I'm supposed to knock on their door. Well, we might, but because they all corrupted. We got to see how much money we're going to get or how much publication. Or I don't want to mess up my medical license. That's what they tell me. Everybody corrupted. I ain't worried about nobody else. I'm doing this because I want to live. This is my life. And it got nothing to do with nobody else. I want my heart to beat and feel good. That's what it's doing. Not no fame or fortune. You can't buy this. You cannot buy immortality. But the corrupted mind, that's what it thinks. And when you come into not being corrupted with the universe again, you're on a whole nother currency. You're on a whole nother economic exchange. This is what it's all about again. As I sit here on the tree, this is the best house I ever been in. I don't know what people crying about, locking themselves in caves. Act like they have arrived. That's corruption again. And will sell you out for it too. I'm sold out all the time. But I understand who I'm dealing with. So again, slowly, take this from, and like I said, this is in the scriptures again. And this ain't trying to be religious. In the last days, this is the last days. How do we know? Because the light is picking itself up. What is light? Light is information. A couple decades ago, people weren't talking like this. We're talking at a deep level now. And Breatharianism has risen where it's at in information. Right now, you can find the most information ever dealing with Breatharianism, dealing with and this immortality I'm talking about. This ain't nothing far-fetched. Yes, in the past, people talked it, and one thing they all got in common, they all died. But even the medical profession, they tell you about the cell from, being corrupted and this and that. Consciousness. Finally, we're going into consciousness. The way you think. All this is taking place. It all depends what you're looking for. But again, when you deal with the internet, the most used website that's being looked at is porn. So I know where people are at. But when you're serious on this, seek and you shall find. And like I said, this is self-realization. Put yourself into the matrix and watch yourself grow. See how I feel to drink water for a week. Breathe for a week. See how it is. And then once you see the week, keep on doing it. See how far to go. But there's people all over the place, and this is not going to be the last time you heard the message. I don't care what you say. Everywhere I go, this is what I talk. What else I supposed to talk? I used to be in the sports. I don't even know who's playing right now. I don't care. I'm the game player. Scoring too. Scoring in consciousness. Right. That's why they say, I'm out to save your soul. So you don't have a soul. Remember, you don't have a soul. You got to develop it because you have a soul and potential. But then there's a saying that says you sold your soul to the devil. You keep being corrupted. You're going to keep selling out your potential. That's what that means. You're selling out your potential. Well, they got nothing to do with making some agreement with the Illuminati rulers of the world. You sell out your potential through unbelief and self-deception. That's what does it. You just sold your potential. You could be so much further. Putting things off, procrastinating. And you all you got. This is the only, where you at right now, this is how you looking at the universe. This is where you always looked at it. And the person you had a conversation with the most is yourself. I was talking to myself all morning. And yeah, that negative voice, it hits everybody for a minute. You got to tell them and put them in his place. Wait a minute, I'm immortal. Who are you talking to? You go somewhere else with your corrupted self. And after a while, it gets smaller and smaller to where it don't even be in your vessel like that. You got to talk back. So this is where we at again. Picking up these pieces. And like I said, we got the most information now, and we can do it. We're doing it. That's the thing about it. If you ain't doing it, you late. Sometimes I go to places, we need to do. What you mean we? You got a mouse in your pocket? I'm already doing it. What you talking about? Right. I'm just catching you up, updating what other people doing around the world. Everybody ain't thinking like you or acting like in your area. Absolutely not. When I come through your area, this is all I'm talking. I ain't bowing down. I'm immortal. I'm a breatharian. I ain't eating your food. Hey, I don't care if you get disappointed when I turn it down. I don't care if I hurt your feelings. I don't care. That's not what I do. I'm a whole other being. Now somebody just asked me a stupid question. When do you ever eat? Go get caught up. My YouTube channel is Time Elamine. This is what I'm saying. Stop asking questions way back and I'm already in the game. All on the international level. You ain't been paying attention. You don't need to. This is what we're telling you. I've been doing the work. This is what I'm telling you. Stop asking those foolish questions. And then he's going to say, Jesus. You don't even know Jesus. Never met him in your life, but I'm sitting right here. No disrespect. Stop bringing up these past figures, Buddhas and stuff. Somebody, man, told me the whole life of Buddha. How would you know? Like I said, you got the most information and the most people right now walking around you. You need to start trusting one another. Stop talking fiction. This is why we got to educate. To tell you the do's, the don't, the myths, and bring it all about. Basic 101. There was a man on social media one day said, hey everybody, my blood pressure's gone. I just lost 20 kilos. Ding! He lost 20 kilos and the blood pressure was gone. Now when he first got the medication, I'm sure they told him, we got to treat this for the rest of your life. That ain't go on no more. If you beat the numbers, you ain't got to do it no more. The hospital exists because people make them exist. Just like a pack of cigarettes. They already got on the cigarettes, don't smoke them because it could cause cancer. Right on the pack. So act like everybody deceiving you. Ain't nobody deceiving you. How could you? Like I said, self-deception is the thing that's pervading the human family. So this is, but of course you're going to think like that because you're corrupted. We must go from corruption into incorruption. When you're corrupted, of course you keep self-deceiving yourself. And it starts out by what you put in your body. See, now, we got to talk real. This don't happen overnight. So don't feel bad about yourself. Don't feel guilty. Enjoy what you're eating, but understand it's causing a computer program. See, as soon as the cells are atom, as soon as an atom changes its frequency, it changes physical reality. I guarantee you change the atoms of your body, your physical reality is going to change. Put it to the test. All you got to do is look at my works. Why am I running all over the place? Because my atoms has changed. That's why I'm the son of Adam. I can do anything because I know how to change the physical reality by changing my atoms. That's it. That's why the spiritual people kept telling you, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all things will come unto you. That's why they keep telling you, but you ain't been catching on. You just thinking some smooth words. They're talking physics to you. When an atom changes, because everything's connected now, you can't get away from it. It ain't like you just disconnected from everything else. When you change it, you have access to it. It'll change everything else around you. This is basic 101. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. So when you start living like an immortal, thinking like one, doing the maintenance like one's supposed to do, right? Why shouldn't your reality come like that? I don't catch a cold. That's a frequency again. Child's play. So again, stay on the path. I hope you got a lot out of this. It's my last time in Thailand. It's been wonderful here. Picked up a whole lot of my message. And my message, I'm on my way to Israel. And it's going towards, I'm going to be talking more physical immortality. Hold on to your seatbelts. They ain't half-stepping no more. Absolutely not. I'm part of the human family. You're supposed to think like this. You ain't supposed to think about, well, I guess I'm going to die at 60, so I better get it all in now. That right there, I don't even know what that is. Even a dog don't think like that. Now listen, as we continue on our road, again, let's all edify each other and keep moving forward. Watch what you put into your body and keep growing, meditating, get a meditation that you really like, and keep on growing. And again, those of you who don't have my YouTube channel, it's Time Element, because I see some questions pop up, and you need to get caught up if you're going to be following my message, so I won't have to keep repeating myself. There's times I teach a retreat, somebody asks a question, everybody kind of look at him. He just said that. You got to pay attention or start taking some notes if you can't keep up. We're somewhere else now. All right. Talk to you later. Namaste. Sayonara. Talk to you soon. Love you.